Hello and welcome to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we're on the website of FX Tourte Hong Kong Limited, based in Hong Kong as the name suggests. This is a dealer of fine bows, and they occasionally have auctions. I did see one of their auctions last year, but for whatever reason I kind of missed actually doing a video on it, I think, or perhaps I did one video, I think, and then I missed one. I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, an interesting kind of auction house. It seems that they have 39 lots of very high-end bows, and it looks a little bit different to the last time we looked at this auction, so it'd be good to kind of check and see what they're doing. As with all of the things I say, this auction is obviously based in Hong Kong, so if you're outside of Hong Kong, if you're in Europe, anywhere else internationally, then check the terms and kind of import, export, shipping fees, etc. Interesting, if we look into the kind of fee part of it, we'll see that actually the buyer's premium is 18%, which is a little bit lower than normal. And also they have the first in last out policy, so if you're the first to bid and you end up winning, you get 3% off the total, so it would get down to 15% buyer's premium, which actually is not bad, especially as some of these bows are kind of fairly, or they are very high level. So this is definitely going to be quite curious. Yeah, so without further ado, we don't have that many bows, so let's try and look into them in a fair bit of detail. Yeah, just to say, this auction is due to finish, I believe, on the 17th of May. It is the 15th of May here in the UK at the moment. You can see here 1 day, 17 hours, 21 minutes left to go on this first lot. So yeah, let's just check it out and see how this auction works, I think. So lot 1 is bow by Morison Frere. This is a cello bow by Morison Frere, the brothers, around 1950, stamped Pirelli, Pernambuco wood, round nickel silver mounted, ebony frog with rings and pearl eyes, nickel silver overlaid adjuster, 81.2 grams, sold with a certificate of Pierre Guillaume Brussels from 2022. You can see some of the bids and things here. You can get a kind of idea of the kind of values that we're seeing here. If we got the main picture here, a few other pictures, so I think we can call up. So that's interesting, very kind of high quality photos. Apparently you can get a 3D view of the head. Let's see how that works. That's interesting. Not seen that before for a bow, I don't think, so that's definitely an interesting thing. 3D view of frog, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's good to see. And a condition report, let's have a look at that. We've got kind of marks, knots, wear, crack, damage. Doesn't seem to be anything marked on this one, so that's good. And it looks like we can have a look at the certificate as well. Interesting, yeah, that's the Guillaume certificate, so off to a good start so far. Wonder if we can see what the changes of price to Hong Kong dollar. So every dollar is 7 Hong Kong dollars, so interesting. So it's fairly high value bows here for sure. I think we can go on to the next one now. Obviously you can check the kind of internal calculations, but 11,000 Hong Kong dollars is probably something like 1,300, maybe a bit more US dollars, so that will give you an indication of the price. So we have a violin bow by Morison Frere, it's around 1940, stamped Simon, Pernambuco wood, silver mounted there, 60 grams, Raffin certificate on this one. You can see that stamp there, 3D view of head. Interesting. And a 3D view of the frog. And let's have a look at the condition report. Let's see some wear there on the stick and the button, and somewhere near the faceplate and the certificate. There it is. So that's interesting. We won't look at kind of every single part for every bow because we'll be here forever, but just to say that this is available. And lot 3, violin bow by Morizon Frere brothers, around 1945, Pernambuco, silver mounted, 61.2 grams there. Certificate of Pierre Guillaume. Once again, you can see the 3D views if you want. Let's have a look at the condition report on this one. Some marks on the button there, but nothing too crazy there. That's at 12,000 Hong Kong dollars. That's probably like $13,000 of that kind. Okay, so lot 4 is a violin bow by Eugene Satori, around 1930, stamped E Satori Paris, Pernambuco. Frog is later adjuster with 2 silver bands. So there's something going on in the middle of the stick, 58.2 grams. Guillaume certificate as well. Let's have a look at these pictures. Let's check the condition report. So there's some damage there to the stick and a bit of wear and some marks, so they've made note that there's an issue somewhere there, some kind of damage or a break. So worth looking at that if you're considering that bow. Obviously Satori's like very high level bow. Now we have a viola bow by Roger Francois Lot, around 1965, Pernambuco, silver mounted. Later frog, later adjuster, 70.8 grams. Certificate by Cabinet d'Experts Jean-François Raffin, Paris. Let's check the condition report. Bit of a mark on the kind of ferrule there, but nothing too crazy. I definitely encourage people to have a look at the 3D bits as well, but just for time purposes we'll let you do that. Violin bow by Louis Joseph Morizon Père, stamped P. Hell Lille, around 1925, Pernambuco, silver mounted. 60 grams, another kind of basically a Raffin certificate there. And let's just check the condition report here. Some wear there just above the frog, and there's a crack there, so that's worth thinking about there. Things to consider when buying a bow, hence slightly lower value so far. Lot 7, a violin bow by Pierre Malines, around 1920, stamped Ferret, Marcotte, Paris. Pernambuco, silver mounted, ebony frog, 59.1 grams. Raffin certificate again. You can also see the bids down here at the bottom, so 16,000 Hong Kong dollars is bid. A few marks and things, but nothing too outrageous. I do like color coded condition reports. I think that's good, like our Marty do. I think it's quite good to help with the visualization. Here's a violin bow by Louis Bazar, around 1930, stamped Louis Bazar, Pernambuco, ebony frog, silver mounted, 58.4 grams, Pierre Guillaume certificate there. And let's have a look at the condition report here. Fair bit of wear on the frog, but nothing too outrageous there. So that was that one, I think, wasn't it? So now we have a violin bow by Claude Thomasin, around 1910, stamped C. Thomasin à Paris, Pernambuco, silver Oh, nickel silver mounted. This one, 60 grams. Sold with Raffin certificate there. No one's bid on that so far, but they're asking for about 40,000 Hong Kong dollars. I think is starting 39,000, so I guess that's kind of pretty close to 5,000 US dollars, something like that. Look at the condition report, it's pretty good. A bit of wear, but not too bad. Lot 10, a viola bow by Louis Bazaar, around 1945, stamped Louis Bazaar. Pernambuco wood, nickel silver mounted. Ebony frog, adjusted with 2 nickel silver bands, 69 grams. Raffin certificate there. And let's have a look at condition report. Tiny bit of wear, bit of a mark on the back of the head. That's interesting. And lot 11, violin bow by Joseph Arthur Vigneron, pair, Paris, around 1885, Pernambuco, silver mounted, 59 grams. Condition report, let's have a quick check. Some marks, but overall pretty good. I mean, I think we'd expect most of these to be in pretty good condition. I think this is a high level sale. Viola bow by Hippolyte Camille Lamy, around 1932, Pernambuco, silver mounted. Guillaume certificate there. Yeah, you can see from the pictures quite a fair bit of wear above the frog, so you can see that they're being honest. You can see the divot there, quite common, but worth bearing in mind. So that was the Hippolyte Camille Lamy. Lot 13, Roger Francois Lot, viola bow by Roger Francois Lot, around 1960, stamped as such, Pernambuco wood, silver mounted, 68.6 grams. And the condition report. Looks nothing to note there, apparently. Now we have a violin violin bow by Paul Weidhaus, around 1935, stamped as such, Pernambuco, 61.5 grams, Raffin certificate. Condition report, let's have a look. Looks pretty clean. And lot 15, half-size violin bow attributed to Lupo, around 1825, Pernambuco, silver mounted, ebony frog, etc. 3D view there, interesting to see a half size. Let's have a look at the condition report. Bit of wear, some marks here and there, not too shabby. And a cello bow by Dennis Bergeron, around 2015. D. Bergeron, Leon, not a name that I've heard before. Pernambuco wood, gold mounted, octagonal, 78.7 grams. Bow is in mint condition, has the kind of value attestation by the maker, slightly different. So I presume the condition report is just going to say that it's absolutely perfect. Yep, that makes sense. Now we have a cello bow by Jean-Pierre Marie Pessoit, around 1825, Pernambuco, silver mounted, later ebony frog, 81.1 grams, certificate of Pierre Guillaume. Let's have a look at the condition report here. A little bit of wear to the thumb projection there on the frog, but otherwise not too bad. And Cello Bow by Victor Francois Peccatte, around 1920. Pernambuco, octagonal, silver mounted. Have a look at that. And let's have a look at the condition report. Nothing much to say there, so that's good. And moving on. Cello bow of the Pajot school, attributed to Michael Guérin around 1835. Pernambuco, octagonal, silver mounted, 79 grams. Guillaume certificate there. Seems to be that image. Condition report. A bit of wear on the back of the frog. Violin bow by Emile Auguste Auchard, around at 1930. Pernambuco, octagonal, nickel, silver mounted, 60.1 grams. Raffin certificate there. Have a look at the condition report. Not too much to say there. Carrying on, Cello bow by Victor Francois Peccatte, around 1925. Pernambuco wood, silver mounted, ebony frog, pearl ring, 78.5 grams. Sold with certificate. Let's have a look at the condition report. Some marks here and there on the button and on the top of the stick, but not too bad. Violin bow by Louis Joseph Morizon, around 1925. Pernambuco, silver mounted, 62 grams. Guillaume certificate. Have a look at the condition report. Looks pretty good. And a cello bow, School of Simon, around 1880. Pernambuco, silver mounted. An attestation of Pierre Guillaume, so not a certificate. So a bit of wear and some marks. Cello bow, School of André Chardon, 1950. Stamped Chardon, Chanot and Chardon. Pernambuco, silver mounted, 79.2 grams. Guillaume certificate. Bit of wear on the frog, but not too bad. And a violin bow by Nicolas Mayer, around 1840. Pernambuco, nickel, silver mounted, ebony frog, pearl eyes, 62 grams. Guillaume certificate there. So this is a serious kind of bow. They're looking for 230,000 Hong Kong dollars as the starting bid. That's a bit of wear behind the head and on the ferrule. Maybe let's have a quick look at the head and see if we can see any of that. Really kind of nice chamfer on that bow. Really, these are really good views actually. Definitely encourage people, if you're interested in bows, have a look at some of these 3D kind of video of these bows. Interesting. Okay. Cello bow by Jérôme Thibouville-Lamy, 1925. Stamped P. Cerdet, Paris. Pernambuco, silver mounted, ebony frog. Guillaume certificate. Condition report looks pretty good. Another cello bow by Jerome Thibodeau Lamy, around 1900, stamped Grandini Senior, Pernambuco wood, nickel silver, 82.5 grams, Pierre Guillaume certificate. Tiny bit of wear on the button there. And we have a viola bow by Pierre Guillaume himself, made 2012, stamped Guillaume Brussels, Expo Shanghai 2012, Pernambuco wood, round silver mounted ebony frog with pearl eyes, silver overlaid adjuster, bow is in mint condition, with obviously a Guillaume certificate, so no point looking at the condition report for that one, I don't think. German cello bow around 1940, Pernambuco, nickel silver. Let's have a look at the condition report there. Looks pretty good. German cello bow by Lothar Seifert, stamped Lothar Seifert around 1970, Pernambuco, silver mounted. Condition report looks pretty good. Now we get into some more big money. Violin bow by Eugene Satori, 1920, Pernambuco, silver mounted, ebony frog. Bow is in mint condition, has original head plate, screw and eyelets. Wow, so that's quite interesting. Has the Guillaume certificate, so I guess we don't really need to look at the condition report. 210,000 already bid on that, Hong Kong dollars that is. Okay, another Satori bow coming up now. This one around 1910, exceptional Pernambuco wood, silver mounted, ebony frog. Bow is in mint condition, so once again I guess we don't really need to look at that. Another Guillaume certificate, but let's just check just in case. Nope, I think that's good. Another Satori. There is another catalogue somewhere for this auction which goes into a bit more detail, I think, on these Satori bows. So check it out on the website here if you're interested in that. So violin bow by Eugene Satori around 1925, Pernambuco, octagonal silver mounted, another mint condition with original head plate, screw and eyelet. Sold with certificate of Pierre Guillaume. And violin bow by Eugene Satori around 1920, stamped E Satori of Paris. Pernambuco, bow is in mint condition. Sold with certificate of Guillaume, so we don't need to go too deep into that one either. Let's have a look at this one. Violin bow by Eugene Satori around 1935. Pernambuco, silver mounted, ebony, another mint condition one with a Guillaume certificate, 60 grams. Another violin bow by Satori around 1920. Pretty similar to the other ones in terms of good condition, 61.8 grams there. So if you're interested in a Satori bow, this is probably the auction for you. Let's have a look here. Violin bow Satori 1900, stamped E Satori of Paris, Expo 1900. This one they're saying is very beautiful. Exceptional bows being presented by Satori at the Expo 1900, 59.9 grams. Wonder if we have a bit of wear to this one. Yeah, a little bit of wear to the frog. Otherwise, pretty good. Maybe let's have a look at the certificate on this. Yeah, there you go, mentions the Expo. Another Satori here. Violin bow Eugene Satori, made 1931. Stamped E Satori, Paris, France. Probably Expo 1931. Another beautiful bow, exceptional bow apparently. Made for the North American market. Guillaume certificate. Let's have a look if there's any wear or anything. A little bit of wear on the underside. And then I think we are on to our final bow here. So this is the top lot here. This is a violin bow by Dominique Peccatte, around 1845 to 50, stamped Peccatte, Pernambuco, round stick, silver mounted, ebony frog with pearl eyes, adjusted by D. Peccatte, but originally to another bow with 2 silver bands, sold with certificate of Pierre Guillaume, 59.6 grams. So I think we should probably have a look at the spinning head video while we're here. So you can see all the tool marks as well. Let's have a look at the 3D frog. Definitely looks like it needs a bit of work actually. You can see a bit of wear to the underside, a bit of wear to the button. And let's have a look at the certificate. There we go. So that's it. That's all the lots in the FX Tourte Hong Kong limited auction, which is finishing on the 17th of May. Really interesting bows, really good kind of documents, pictures, the 3D kind of views of the head and the frog are really interesting. So if you're interested in really high-end bows, either just out of curiosity or to purchase, or to play, then definitely have a look at the auction page and check it out. You still got kind of a day and a bit left to kind of view and bid. So once again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao. Many thanks for tuning in to the Musical Instrument Investigator. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you